Life is a wonderful gift, and a lot of times we wait for life. We wait for life. The gift of life is the present. And to be able to tap into that circle of life all the time is our reality if we choose it. What is my mission? I think that's all of our question, especially when we begin to wake up and ask to see ourselves greater, ask to see maybe what is really this life all about? What is the purpose of this world? So, what is my mission? I know when Cindy and I were getting ready to really create InnerQuest, we goes, God, what are we doing? What is our mission? And so we sat down together and we did a prayer meditation. We lifted up in consciousness, and when you do a prayer meditation, you communicate with your partner. You say, oh, I'm seeing this, I'm feeling this. And it's being conscious in our journey through dimension, through consciousness. And so we go up, God, what are we doing? What are we supposed to be doing? And so we both go up, and we're getting fed and seeing all these things and everything. We came down, and it's like, we start talking. Oh, what'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you see? What'd you see? What'd you see? The one thing that we were so clear on, that we both got, the journey of life is to know oneself. The path begins in the heart. Of all the other blessings we got, all the inspirations, the realizations, the enlightenment we got that day, and then that became our mission statement for InnerQuest. This is Church of Love, this is Church of the Christ, and we do not have a bunch of dogma. We have a mission statement. To know oneself is a journey of life. The path begins in the heart. And then everything that we do here, all of our classes, all of our counseling, all of our teaching, all of our healing, is to take the student, the client, the brother, the sister, into their heart. To take them to their heart. Because when you go within your heart, that's when you connect with God. That's when you can connect with that Father within. To get the guidance that we seek, to get the strength, to get the healing, to get the creativity, the inspiration, whatever. It begins within. The journey of life is to know oneself. The path begins in the heart. Sounds kind of simple, doesn't it? Life's distracting. Sometimes we can't go to our heart. We tell ourselves. Because we're busy. And the world's asking other things of us. So, do you ever stop and wonder why some of us walk and some of us fly? To look for the reason, what it might be, why some are in chains and others are free. The differences aren't that many. So what could turn the tide? Enabling some to blossom forth while others seek to hide. Blinded by a single tree, to miss the forest there to see. Shoulder to the grinding wheel. Too busy, we forget to feel. To have a vision, 'tis a gift, allows our soul to soar free. On wings of imagination and hope, to be what we came to be. To be what we came to be. Mission's a pretty interesting word, isn't it? And we can look at it and say, oh, there's a lot of mission work going on in the world, or I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission from God. We all saw the Blues Brothers, didn't we? So we're all on a mission from God. That was theirs, and they succeeded. I was so happy for them. So our mission really is our self-imposed duty. Self-imposed. Something we chose. And so we are a soul. And so we incarnate into this planet, into this third dimensional density. And then we choose and set up a path that if we navigate it with awareness, connected with Spirit, we will transcend a limitation that we're holding about ourselves and others. So last month we talked about, it was a really neat month, about looking at qualities and characteristics that we have, acknowledge them, and then to even go ahead and start expressing them even more. And so that's what we can look at our mission like, and we can look at some of the qualities and characteristics that we have, and we can look at ourselves and say, how am I currently defining my mission? How am I currently defining my life? See, our life's a mission. And so we look at it. Hey, what's important to me? The divine dip. Spot on. What is important? What are we making important? What are we defining as important in our life? And then how are we investing our energy? How are we creating? How are we manifesting? So to look at how we're currently defining our earthly mission, and then if we can look at that, be honest, and then say, I know I can expand on this. I know I can expand who I am. I can grow and unfold even greater qualities because I am Spirit. I'm a Son of God. And what we're doing is we're expanding our perception of self. We're expanding our perception of self. You know, what's really neat in one of the workshops I do, I started off and I'll say, remembering is the key to ascension. Remember is the key to ascension. Because you remember who you are. Remember that you're spirit. You're a spiritual being. So, first of all, we can put that on our mirror. Who am I? I ask to remember who I am. Okay. The purpose of incarnation is that the human soul can be perfected. The human soul can't be perfected. Man made perfect through physical experience. Man made perfect through physical experience. This is in, I'm going to read just a little blip, and this is in the beginning of the Aquarian, and it's on page 12. And to get an understanding of remembering who we are. But man, like every other thought of God, was but a seed that held within itself the potencies of God, just as the seed of any plant in earth holds deep within itself the attributes of every part that is special to the plant. So as we remember that we are the Son of God, the daughter of God, the seed of God, then we have all those potencies within us, all those qualities, all those attributes. And it's us beginning to accept that, and then through our walk, through our chosen duty, connect with God, we will begin to move through our karma and transcend the limitations that we would call limitations. So spirit man, as seed of God, held deep within himself the attributes of every part of God. Now seeds are perfect, yea, as perfect as the source from which they come, but they are not unfolded into life made manifest. Just as the seed we buy and plant in the springtime, the tomato plant, whatever, the acorn seed, anything, has to be planted in the earth. It has within that seed the latent potential to grow and to manifest its unique intelligence. And within that little acorn resides a mighty oak. But it needs to be planted in the ground. Because when it goes in the ground, it's going to draw to it all the experiences, water, minerals, darkness, for it to begin to sprout and then to grow. And so as we choose a path on which to walk in an incarnation, the experiences that we have are perfect for us. We might not remember that they're perfect for us, you see. And then we might lose track of what we're doing. We're evolving this consciousness, I am spirit. The walk of Jesus. I'll read you a little thing of his mission. After Jesus had traveled throughout all those eastern countries, studied, went through the tests at Heliopolis to clear his chakras, to Christ each chakra, to be really on purpose with what his life was to be, and he met with all the seven sages, and they set up a plan or an ideal for the coming age, that Piscean age. And they all recognized him as the Christ. And they all had their mission that they had to do for their country and their people. They recognized him, saluted him, and said, "Hey, come on, Jesus, we can do this." And Jesus says, "I've got my mission that I am to do." And this is what Jesus' mission was. Okay. In taking up the work assigned to me to do, I am full conscious of the perils of the way. The cup will be bitter one to drink, and human nature might well shrink. We've heard that one. The spirit's willing, but the flesh is weak. That's where the test comes in. We're going to be strong. And remember that we are spirit. But I have lost my will and that of holy breath. And how many times did we hear Jesus say, "It's not I, but the Father within who doeth the works"? It's not I, but the Father within who speaketh the words. So he says, my will, backseat, God's will, driving. Thy will be done, Father. The words I speak are not my own. They are the words of him whose will I do. Man is not far enough advanced in consciousness for him to set up a real protocol of what a church might look like. So this is what he says. I'm a model maker, sent to make a pattern of the church that is to be, a pattern that the age may comprehend. So he's creating a pattern for this age. So through that Piscean age, the walk that he walks and sets up for all of our brothers and sisters and us to go through is the process of refining, evolving our consciousness. You see, the temple of the living God. You are the temple of the living God. When we go within and go into our heart and feel that presence, that light, the light that lighteth every man, every woman who comes into the world. That's who we are. And as we walk through life, as we walk through our experiences, our karma, we begin to unfold and take away the limitations and that which isn't the truth of who I am. This is our purpose. To begin to develop that divine will within our hearts so that it manifests all the time. Jesus, the model builder. Jesus, the example. Our way shower. Do as I do. Do as I do. Not do what I do. Do as I do. Transcend the limitations that are placed in front of you. And how did Jesus transcend the limitations that were placed in front of him? By going within. Connecting with the Father. Excuse me, gotta go. I gotta go up a mountain, meditate for a while. Connect with my Father, the truth of my being, and then come back with an action plan. To do what he was guided to do, which was his to do. To develop that Christ love so strong in his manifestation that he demonstrated God on earth. Jesus' postulate was to teach love is Son of God. Love is Son of God. It wasn't any of this mental stuff and learning stuff and sacred names and all this stuff. No. Love is Son of God. And you can only know the truth if you become the truth. So his walk was a demonstration of how to walk as love on planet Earth. Beautiful, beautiful life. And he continued his walk to fruition. it's amazing in our own personal life when we have had trials or tribulations, illnesses, whatever, a roadblock in our life. And if we take that time to just, I'm going to let it go, I'm going to surrender that, I'm going to go to God, I'm going to go to Spirit, and just be still, we'll get a great sense of peace that will come over us, and then within that peace will come a knowing. And a knowing and a peace and a peace and knowing. And that's what allows us to flow through life, to develop within ourselves that love I am. It's not what we do. We didn't come here to do. We came here to be. We came here to be the Son of God, the daughter of God, which is love. And just to make that choice. To make that choice. And we have that choice every day, don't we? In traffic, we have it every day. At work, we have it every day. We get to choose because we still got a big part of human in us. We got a lot of memory, short-term memory. We got to go all the way back to in the beginning when we were created. But we stop on that timeline. And then we define ourselves on that timeline somewhere, and it's usually in a great space of limitation and less than. Instead of going back to, hey, I'm the radiant Son of God. I'm the radiant daughter of God. To begin to look at that. So as we begin to just acknowledge who we are and then connect with life. God's in everything and everyone. And life is so much simpler than we make it. I'll say it again. Life is so much simpler than we make it. Because we create a lot of these hoops and these stones to jump over and navigate around. See? If you had faith, the grain of a mustard seed, you could say to the mountain, move, and it would go down into the sea. Now, how cool is that? You know, here's the teachings of Jesus. You created the mountain. We create the mountains in our world, in our life. And if we create them, cannot we recreate them? Yes, we're powerful beings. But we've got to go back to the truth, I am. And then stand in the power. It's not I but the Father within who doeth the works. And then when we speak the word, you see what I'm saying? We speak the word now. That's when it's powerful. It's not I but the Father within who speaks the words. It's great. And so just connecting with life on a real simple way, a real simple level, we just get blessed every day, and it just reaffirms that we are connected, we are supported, we are one with all of life. I'm going to show you a little story. I shared it with my class yesterday, but it was such a transformative experience with me, I want to share it with you. Rocket science. No. So Cindy and I walk every morning. It's neat. So we walk up 2 miles, and we go up the down hills and curves and everything, and then we walk back. So we get a 2-mile walk every morning. Cindy and I know all the dogs and cats in our neighborhood. And so we might not know their parents' names. Oh, hi, Dave. How you doing? You know, but we know the animals, and they know us, and they love us. And there's this one cat that I always talk to, and I really like it. And his name's Crook. No, his name's Jack. His name's Jack. And he's a big old black and white cat. But he got his neck and head caught in a garage door one time. And so he looks like that. But this is beautiful because his mommy and daddy did not put him to sleep like the vet wanted to do. And he's okay. So he's just cool. So he looks like this. He walks up like that. You know? And so every morning if he's on the front porch or in the garage, I say, hey, Crook, you know, he knows his name. So then Cindy goes, Crook, that's not that nice a name. So he goes, okay, so his name's Jack. So I renamed him Captain Jack Crook. So I go, hey, Captain Jack Crook, come on, you know. So we were walking, so this was Friday? Yeah, so we're walking Friday. And our neighbor was walking with us, and so they're walking over here, and I see Jack kind of laying in the driveway down by his garage door. So I get down and say, hey Jack, come here, man. Because he comes to me and I pat him and everything, talk to him a little bit. And he's looking at Cindy, our neighbor, and he's kind of holding back a little bit, like, I don't know. I said, it's okay, I won't let him get you. You know, and so they walk down a little bit, and then, so he comes up, you know, I start petting him, he lays down, you know, he scratches his head, just loving it. He's getting older, so he's very cool. And so I'm talking with him, and I said, hey, Jack, why don't you come see me sometime? I was like, this is cool. This is my brother. And so I have to jog to catch up to my walking partners. And so we walked back home. We were going to meet a plumber at the house to do a little something. And so we did that. Then I had to go to Home Depot, and I had to run around, went swimming pool, blah, blah, blah. I had a big day. So I pulled back in my driveway about 3 o'clock. Jack is sitting on my front steps. I mean, he lives about a half a mile away, up hills and around curves. And he's sitting, and I mean, I'm just going to thank you, God. You know, we can connect with all of life. I do. That's why I like the stones. I communicate with stones. I love the crystals and everything. I share them with you guys, and you all starting to love them and talk to them, and it's great. Animals, we love animals. We know them well. And nature and humans. And now we're beginning to talk with all our angels and spirit guides and everything. It's this big old oneness of life. And we're part of that life. And that life's a part of us. And this is what Jesus said. If you live in me, I'll live in you. And we are one. And then you will have eternal life. See, we kind of know we're spirit here. Yeah, we're spirit. You know, I tell people, you can't be killed, you're eternal. And they go, yeah, okay, right. But, so, this is that living part of it. I'm going to live my spiritual understanding, my spiritual reality. And I'm going to connect with all of life. And I'm going to feed life with my love, and I'm going to receive the love back. And I can have a relationship with every aspect of life that I choose. That's how blessed we are on planet Earth, to just do that. And I know y'all have pets and plants and all sorts of things that you connect with, and your mates and all that. And it's just wonderful, because the relationships we have in life give us the opportunity to open our heart and grow our love, our divine love. Unconditional. And as we begin to allow that love to flow and expand through our body, it begins to transmute and wash away the limitations that we put on. See? That we put the limitations on. And you know what? We put them on, then we don't know how. Well, we forget we put them on. And then we don't know, or we have forgotten where to go. That can take them off. And that's where spirit comes in. That's where the divine love, the love of God comes in to begin to move through. And see, before we know it, we're at the end of our journey. See, we don't have to pay attention every step of the way. We don't have to do life. We just got to be life. Be life. Be the love of God made manifest. And we're all at different levels of our ego refinement. But, so, do the best you can. Set intentions. Set intentions. Set intentions to I am going to be kind today. How's that? And then after that we say, we'll be kind for a week. You know. But we got to start with a step. Start with a step. You know? And what we've done is we've stood up for ourselves, we support ourselves, and now the universe can support us. Ask. See? And then we'll flow. So to begin to understand, you know, that it's not I, but the Father within who doeth the work. So I connect with Spirit. I connect with the truth I am. I call forth my divine Christed I am presence to be fully present in my physical body. Take a step. It's as simple to do that. That's a powerful mantra, affirmation, decree, whatever you want to call it. It will support you. because you've asked. And your Heavenly Father loves you to give you exactly what you asked for. And a lot of times greater. A lot of times greater. So our mission, to begin to know who we are, accept it. I'm going to accept this. Okay, I'll try it out. I'll try it this week, Patrick, because you're going to get a homework sheet after class here. And I'm going to accept it. Okay? And now I'm going to live it. I'm going to be it. To the best of my ability, I'm going to be it this week. I'm going to be a son of God. I'm going to be a daughter of God. I counsel with a lot of men. And when I'm counseling them, I'm going to look right at them. I'm going to look at them and say, you're a son of God. And it kind of takes them back just a little bit. Because we don't see ourselves as a son of God. I see him as a son. I say, you're a son of God. And they breathe. And I think those are the most powerful words I can say to a male client. Because it goes real deep into their heart. It goes right to their soul. It's just like quick and just a little bit. And they start nodding. I can do this now. I'm going to see beyond my limitations of personality, ancestry. I can do this now. I'm a son of God. I can fulfill my mission to be love. To be love. If we just be love, everything else will take care of itself. Everything. Everything. If you abide in me, I will abide in you. God and I are one. So as we create the scenarios and situations in our life, to remember who the Creator is, we created them. It's okay that we got stuck in them because we woke up. If I created it, I can recreate it. So that these experiences that I'm having in my walk, in this incarnation, support my mission of being the love of God made manifest. Being the love of God made manifest. That's our truth. And we've all heard that the truth will set you free. So let's go with Him. Let's close our eyes once again. And as we close our eyes, we're going to close the door to the worldly way and all of that rationality and stuff. And as you close your eyes and close the door of the world, just breathe. And as you breathe in, I want you to just turn your vision within and just ride that wave of holy breath within your body. And as you breathe in that holy breath, feel that love of God just quickening each cell. And as this love moves through the cells of your body, ask that that memory, which does not support the love of God being made manifest through my body, be transmuted and lifted out now. And just breathe in that love, breathing in God's love, and just feel that gentle quickening at that cellular level to move on that cellular memory. And as that love of God moves through the cells, the consciousness of God can reside in those cells. And just breathe and feel. Feel a gentle quickening, a gentle transformation taking place within your body now. And breathe, and as you breathe in, breathe a nice deep breath in, and allow this next breath of holy breath just to take you deep within your heart. Now we're going to go within our heart. So just breathe and feel yourself journeying deep within your heart. And as you journey deep within your heart, just feel the energy getting softer, softer, and more beautiful. Find yourself in a beautiful garden. And as you find yourself in this beautiful garden, just look around. And just acknowledge the beauty of this place, the love. How do you feel as you stand in this garden? It's your garden. Look around, move through it. And as you move through this garden, just keep breathing in this love and God's love. For within the garden lives that one who cares, that radiant light, that beauty. And just find a place to rest for a moment in this garden. And from your heart, just radiate out love from your heart. As you radiate out the love, you will draw to you that inner love, that inner light. I am. And just be aware of the presence that comes near to you now. And I want you to just connect your heart with their heart, allowing for that communion and love. Look into their eyes, and I want you to just feel how loved you are. Feel how supported you are. Breathe it in, drink it in. Remember, remember, remember how loved you are. How supported you are in your walk. Breathe in the love. See the depth of love that surrounds you, that's with you always. Be still and know. Be still and know. And if you're walking through an uncomfortable situation or challenge, or you're creating something new and you need any guidance, I want you to just ask from your heart now, what's my next step? What's my next step? What's my next step as the love of God made manifest? And just breathe and just feel that love just wrap it around you and unfolding you. You may hear words of guidance. You may see guidance. You may know guidance. Know that as you ask, you do receive. You are the beloved in whom God is well pleased. Your Heavenly Father. So breathe in the energy. Breathe in the information, the guidance, the love, support. And now look into the eyes of this beautiful being of love and tell them thank you. Thank you for always being with me. I've got to go, but I will be back. And just become aware of a radiant calm of light showering over you now. Feel yourself being lifted, transported through time and space, brought back into this room. And as you breathe, just feel a gentle quickening in your heart. I am. Feel your energy. How you feel, what you feel. You're a unique vibration. Remember, you are the beloved. Remember, there's a circle of life ever present with you. A circle of light. Feel your feet on the floor. Your consciousness back in your body. Glad to be alive on planet Earth at this moment in time. Gently wiggle your toes and fingers. Gently open your eyes. So, pretty easy journey, wasn't it? And we can go there whenever we choose to get that knowing, to get that remembering, to get that love. I am with you always. So when we go through life, if we remember who we are, there isn't anything that we can't do. Yeah, God.